If and when climate change impact progresses, the marginalized communities, as we know, they're at the forefront of feeling the results of the changing climate. If our systems and a governance level don't change, if the priorities of our governments stay the same, then the vulnerabilities will just exacerbate. The system is reproducing an unjust setting in society where some groups are going round in circles rather than being given opportunities to further their lives and have a better living. Water highlighted a lot of inequalities or injustices in the city of Cape Town. If water is available, it's dirty, it's a burst sewage that is flowing on the streets and kids are playing with dirty water. If it's clean, it's not available or it's very little. But in comparison with other areas in the same landscape, same city, water is swimmable, it's clean, people can afford to pay the bill. Water becomes a political tool to control. It becomes a very dangerous topic. Our work is to go into communities to try and distract power by creating a space where communities can question in understanding the politics around water. How do they hold themselves responsible for what they can control, but also when it comes to being serviced, what is the government supposed to do? How much resources does government put into making sure that the river is taken care of throughout until it enters the ocean? Environmental Monitoring Group tries to not talk on behalf of communities. What we try to do is to empower people so they can talk. When a community is aware, but also have given the tools, and then the agency is facilitated or given space, then a lot can happen. They can resist things that undermine their humanity. They can challenge things that deprive them of pride. They can negotiate. They become very, very political in a way that empowers them, but also really give meaning of the word freedom. There's a change in perspective and a relationship with water, but also there's a sense of agency, sense of ownership, sense of respect. There's so many needs that are met when you engage with communities in a holistic manner and also take time. Relationships are important. Listen, they have a voice. Just maybe previously that group of people wouldn't have been given a voice or a space to voice out their opinions. The inability to describe or even relate to the literature of climate change and environmental literacy in townships, it's a huge block. We talk about it at a very high level that alienates someone who doesn't resonate with that word, but at the same time they suffer the consequences every day. There's another way of really contextualizing climate change by putting it into lived experiences. Our approach is to facilitate community-led alternatives because that's where the shift is. A vegetable garden can tell you an entire story of climate change. Then at that moment, but you're addressing what is important in a priority list of someone who's poor, food. There's food on the table and then let's talk about climate change. Because again, you can't come and talk about climate change while people don't have enough food on the table or they're looking for jobs. The psychology, the well-being of a person is important. Community-led alternatives. And it's sustainable change that can be there, where there's sustained independence, sustained pride, and continuing change that dignifies how people live. Realizing yourself beyond you. Being edified by a sense of being around a group of people and you see just another dimension of you. So it's that expansion of your realization. Communities are not projects. Communities are systems. They are fascinating, they are complex, and they change. When you have someone or another group making a decision on behalf of another, that is unjust and unsustainable because that decision might be rejected. But if they were part of a decision, if they are, there would be a lot of care, a lot of creativity and ownership. It's really about the humanity of these particular individuals. They could be living in one street or sharing the same idea of change, but there is a thing that connects them, that makes them a community. If those who have are able to take and take and take, and those who don't have are just at the receiving end, there is something wrong with that picture. But also those at the receiving end have a responsibility to take care of the little that gets to them. But who are to judge? Because the priorities are not the same. The priorities are survival, food on the table. Our work is to always try and change the relationship we have with the environment. If it's a toxic relationship, we try and make it healthy. If it's a greedy relationship, we try and make people see that it's enough to share for everyone. My work, interacting with different communities, brings a lot of emotions. To tell you the truth, it's exhausting, but it's kind of anger exhaustion. It's not sad. It's just a place where you know that it won't change today. But again, if you don't do anything about it, it may not change ever. Realizing that we're moving small pieces of the puzzle and having hope that someday things will shift fundamentally. My name is Siya Myeza. I believe that there is no environmental justice without social justice.